Hello and welcome to Reality Inspires with Ashley Inspires. So, what I wanted to make a video about faith, authority, and conviction. And when we're talking about faith and belief and authority and commanding and conviction, we're talking about a presence that you need to bring into the world. So that's what this video is about. Okay, and there was two ways I could do this. I was like, all right, I'm gonna put some makeup on at 9:30 at night, or let's do my bedtime routine. So here we are. We already washed in the shower, so that's good. Now, I usually have a headband on, so we're just tucking it back today because my headband's now over there, and I've got a lot of production going on here. So, oh yes, I wanted to bring everything up here so I'm not turning my back on you, because I set it on the table, and then I realized it would be better if I had my mirror, so I wasn't. This mirror is gorgeous. I got it at a antique, not an antique, but like they were like professional yard sales. Like this house was just filled to the brim with all their goodies that they were getting rid of. So this was there, and it was like, it maybe is $60 or $75 mirror, and it's like this big. I'll have to send a picture of it because it's just really, really beautiful. So we're using that, and I wanted to have this chat about faith, authority, and conviction, and decided that we were just going to do it this way. So instead of me, putting makeup on to take it back off again, I just find that a waste. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of makeup. It's a waste. Yeah, let's get that light in there. All that. So that's just the edge of my mirror. I hope that's not distracting. So we've got our red light. Already took my contacts out, brushed my teeth, tongue scraped, and I've been getting a little breakout. I had a breakout. It's not here anymore. It's gone. So been clearing that up. I'm trying to retrace my steps and like what caused this breakout. And I mean, minus the major timeline shift in this Pisces new moon, amazing. And I also am just like getting conscious of like what I'm eating or what I did eat. And now I feel like I'm moving it down with the fuzzy wuzzy. Okay, is that better? I just feel like there's a lot of space up here. But I need to see more of my midriff. Get my midriff. So, did I tighten that or just loosen it? I think I loosened it. Lucky you. It's your lucky day. Just kidding. We're not that kind of channel. But if you like this channel, subscribe. Thank you all. Thank y'all. You'll learn that I just say whatever I want to say, and sometimes it comes out of my own special language. So, hair slicked back. We're doing that without the headband today. And let's begin with toner. So this is not to be confused. Oh, no. What? We got the wipes first. Got to wipe first. Look, I brought so much stuff for you guys. No, I found the one more thing. No, we'll wipe first. So I did wash once, so my makeup is mostly off my face. But, you always, especially with this recent breakout, you want to double, like, I remember when my esthetician was like, you need to wash your face twice. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, it's obviously not getting clean enough with one wash. Like, I don't know, washing my face twice in a row never crossed my mind. Like, never. So, that was new. And when she told me that, my breakout definitely quit, for sure. So I think I've been getting a little, I have times where I'm a little lazy with my bedtime routine. because, you know, you just want to get into bed. But not anymore. So we're getting really thorough. And then you want to get like your face and your neck because you probably put some sunscreen on too, and that's a beautiful thing. And getting the nooks and the crannies here. And then we're working our way up, and then you want to get those eyelashes. But close your eyes. These are the CeraVe wipes, and I find them very gentle. You know, you still want to be really delicate. Like, make sure your eyeball is closed when you're getting those eyelashes. You don't want that stuff in your eye. You don't need it in there. But it is important to get your eyelashes, because some of that mascara be clumpy. I have one right now. It's really clumpy, and I'm in like a love-hate relationship with it because it does make them pop, but then I have like little droplets, little black sparkles on my face, little freckles from the mascara. So also being mindful of the eyebrow raise, because like, I don't know, that thing is happening to the forehead, and I'm not here for that. It can be your thing, or Botox can be your thing. That's not my thing. So we got to keep it natural. We got to keep, I'm just going to become less expressionless. I'll just be like, this is my Botox, look. And then it just changes my whole facial structure. So I also just like sticking my tongue around my mouth. It could also be oil pulling. But we're talking to you, so that won't be right. But I like to like rub my tongue on my teeth and like stretch out my lips because I smile so much. That might not be your problem. You might be a frowner. I'm not a frowner. I don't really do that, but I do this. So, see the difference? I'm so bad. Whoa, crazy. So, I'm the excitable kind. You can excite me. I get excited. So, wipey wipe, we're all clean. And so the idea was like, you do the eyelashes last because they're black and you don't want to rub that all over your face, even though I may have just rubbed it all over my face. So, do as I say, not as I do, as my mother always told me. So then I do a steam towel. Yes, I do. This towel is steaming. Hoo, hoo, hoo. And it's so, I put a lot of water in there. I was like, it's not going to take up all that water. Well, guess what? It's a towel. It took up all that water like a good towel does. So it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot. All right. So how do I want to do this when I'm showing you? Yeah, I think I'm just going to wrap it and you're not going to see my face for a minute. Is that cool? And let's just give it a couple more shakes. It's not even like dripping on me. That's good. That's perfect. It knew we were on. It's like, we can't F this one up, guys. We got one job. Be a good steam towel. Okay. Coming up. I'm going to wrap it. You know how they do at the spa. Oh, yeah. So you got a little bit for your nose. No, there's no room for my nose. Nothing. But also really want to make sure I get on my cheeks because that's where my breakout is. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is anybody out there? Okay, so on my neck, right? That's important. You could even do the dégagé, and but we're not. So, I don't know why I'm like kind of holding my neck up. I guess I feel like you guys are up there. But I'm just going to do this. So I just kind of, and if you have, like, I'm having like a lot of little blackheads and I don't know, it's kind of been like that. That's just where my skin is right now. They feel like little sand grains underneath just the surface of my skin, right on my cheeks. And then I started getting, that was happening. And then I made the decision to start threading my facial hair. And that hurts like, really bad. I'm like, what's comparable to that? I don't know. It's like a cruel and unusual punishment because it's like a million little pinches pinching you all at the same time. I like giggle. The very microneedling. I may have gotten twice. And I like giggled. It like tickled me. This does not tickle. It does not tickle. Threading is really painful. But then you get, the second time's not so bad, and then the third time's like okay, and because you're just like, you put yourself in a trance state and you just chill. So I would say that because I have that issue, I also, when it's steamy, I kind of just do a little pinching motion right around where I see the blackheads, and I end up getting quite a bit because if I feel my skin before and then after. So I can take this off now, and I might even just kind of, just gentle, I'm just kind of like doing this kind of motion just to kind of massage them out like the esthetician does. Just nice and massage. And if, but don't pull on your skin too much. I'm definitely guilty of that. But some weird shit is that this is where my dad's side of the family all has had acne. Now they're in their 60s and they don't have acne, but they've got the scars on their face. And I can see some scars forming on mine. And I'm like, no, again, not on my watch. You can do that somewhere else. It's not here. So we have to take care of the skin with faith. So what was interesting about faith is that the definition was to trust, to have confidence in, a belief in something without proof. What does that sound like? God. Yes? We have a book we think is proof. We have stories we think is proof. Yes. And how about the belief for the man in the sky who is a carpenter and looks like, well, Jesus? Or we can have belief in the nothingness, the without proof of the energy that is all around us, the electromagnetic field that we are in, the cosmos, the constellation, the earthly plane, the what else are we surrounded in? Space, the waters of the planet. We are just in it, like a fish doesn't know it's in water, right? We don't know. Well, we do know, but we are in the game. Yeah? We're in the game. Whatever you want to call it. The Matrix. We're in the Matrix. If you believe something else, that's cool too. But we're in it. Whatever it is, we're in it. We're in the ant farm. Sorry. We're in the simulation. We're in the lived experience of. That was witch hazel. I have these really great reusable cotton thingies, but they weren't there, so I must have used them all. So, sorry for the cotton use. It's not usual. So, next, with this clean face, look at this. Oh, pristine. Now, I have serum. Naturally Serious Supercharged Antioxidant Moisture Serum. It doesn't mean anything special to me. My sister gave it to me when she worked for a magazine, and they got lots of all free products. So Christmas was abundant with my sister because she always brought home all this wonderful skincare. So a serum. Look, I went like that. Serum, and I'm rubbing that on. But I'm going pretty gently because I want to use it. Using it. We can go a little lower. A little lower. Get that neck in there. I promise if I flash you, it's on accident. Oops, sorry, that's the microphone. Okay, so nice and light. And we have gua sha. Gua sha. So there's a technique. I have an idea. I'm going up. This could be wrong. I'm not a professional by any means, but I enjoy it. And I see a difference. So I like this little rounded part kind of up in my, sinuses go through there. So that always feels kind of good. We're like draining through the lymphatic system and the sinuses, like double bam. And then we want to get that jawline. So I think up with the jaw. And then I'm kind of up in here too. But I also know you want to kind of drain down and keep this open. So this is where I don't know. So you can do what you want here. I also like to get back here because that's your SCM. So then it becomes like a muscular thing as well. And then kind of like a little facelift. But like I also think more about picking that up, right? Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Get that lymphatic draining, and they do drain down through the ears, I believe. I hope I'm going the right way. I think like pushing it out, right? Get it out the ears. I don't know. Like I said, I would think if gravity's pulling us down, you want to be doing more lifting up. That's kind of my logic. Want it up, and up, and up. Okay, so I feel pretty good about that. I think you can gua sha too hard. I think I've done it. And it just like cuts the surface of your skin. Mine is a like ox bone, I think. There's jade ones. Maybe they don't cut your skin. But so I feel like getting like a little, it's getting sticky there. So I'm just going to add a little more. Or you know what I can do? A little rose water. Because then lotion loves it. Then it's like dewy. Yes, brilliant. Brilliant. Don't you love when you're brilliant? Moving on. Conviction. A firm belief in something. Convincing with evidence. So when you have conviction, you have that belief, that knowing, that expectation that it is done. Like you got the clues, and you have all the conviction you need to determine your outcome. That's a beautiful place to be. How many of you are in that place? About your own life, about your relationships, about your career, about your children, about who's completely certain and convicted of their dreams and realities. Yeah. And when we don't decide, when we don't have conviction, I think what's happening, it gets sloppy. Your vibration is sloppy, and that's how we misfire manifestation. Like we're manifesting all the time, right? Are you manifesting bullshit? Yeah. Sure am. Why? Because we love to suffer. Who likes to suffer? Humans. Not all humans. Some people had really, really high emotional IQ family, maybe. Some have really pretty scatheless childhood. Not everybody. And I think that's the difference between, like, the greats of the world. They had conviction. Like, no matter what, they weren't going to let that stop them. They weren't going to let that trauma, that addiction, that broken heart, that grief, that emotion to stand in their way of their conviction. How can you be certain that we're not... where was I going with that? How can you be certain about where you want your life to go? And it also, another definition for that was convincing. Conviction was convincing as well. I thought that was interesting when I read that. It was convincing. Because that says to me that, okay, I'm just looking what goes next. Okay, so now I have this Mad Hippie exfoliating peel. And we're going to put that on. You know, tincture. Little pea size. And I'm just going to dab that. Dabbing. You're so gentle. Such a beautiful face. I love you. I love how hydrated you are. I love how good you feel. I love how lifted your eyelids are. I love how shapely your face is. You know, whatever the heck you want to say. I love what an awesome person you are. I love when your face looks clean and clear and bright. Say it. Say it. Now, I feel like I want a little on my neck. Yeah. We also have this red light activation. Loves it. And then, like, don't be afraid to make noise. And, like, I get up in my jaw here, and I'm like, And then, like, when the neck is moisturized, you can even kind of go down this way. I've seen ladies, and that, like, feels like it's draining my sinuses. That feels good. Also, neck tension. And then you can pull it down into your chest. And then you're kind of just giving yourself a fascial massage. Like, when are you touching yourself? Never. Touch yourself some more. Touch yourself. And love it. When your hands touch yourself, make sure they're kind, gentle hands. So it's like going jawline, glands. And again, no idea if it's right. We'll find out tomorrow if I have a shaped face or a more rounded face. It's looking more lifted already, or maybe that's just the shadows, but no, it's really real. I'm really cute. This just in. It's as cute as we think it is. Okay? Okay. Just so we're all in agreement. Okay. And honestly, that's just a good way to talk to yourself. It took me a long time. Don't let it take Don't let it take you a long time. Just know that you are so beautiful. Your beauty is pristine and divine, and we love you for it. What's next? Okay, so I've got some caviar golden skin roll. It's eye gel. So I go under here and under here, and then I go up and my eyelid there, right at the ridge there. Ooh, and the roller is great. Get a little eyeball massage there. And then I go out into like the Konas, you know. Yeah. Ta-da. Caviar eye cream. Entrée Belle. Accented E, Trebbelle. So it looks like. Again, another wonderful product from my sister. I've got this great water, volcanic artesian water, Splendor by Health 2.0, still water. Let's see if I can open it with my greasy hand. No. Oh, snap, snap. Snappy, snappy. We did it. Okay, drinking water. Cheers. We got it at, guess where? I live in Southern California. Erewhon, you guessed it. Yay. It was free in the valet. The valet at Erewhon is great. You should go sometime. Just get your car valeted. You get a free sample of something. And then decide if you want to go in. It's up to you. You want to go in. It's a really pretty grocery store. It's very pretty. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just the lighting's nice. The people are happy to be there. Everybody's fit, good looking, taking care of themselves, happy. Everything is fresh and clean. They check all the ingredients of everything that comes in the door, making sure they're clean and not carcinogenic. So, I mean, you can still find sugar, trust me on that, but it's got a lot of great stuff. And certain things I don't buy there because they actually are $7 more there than they are at Whole Foods. Or Rainbow Acres is also where I go. This was Clinique Moisture Surge 100H Auto Replenishing Hydrator. Okay. This one came from a client, I think. I think she has a friend that works at Erewhon, and she ended up coming home with some samples from Erewhon, and gave it to her, and she was like, I don't want this stuff. And so she gave it to me. So next is our oil here. Okay, so Authority. Oh my gosh, did we not get into Authority yet? Authority's the best. Oh, I gotta show you this oil too. So this was made by my friend Hannah. Look at that. So it's a yoni oil, but when it's safe enough for your yoni, it's safe enough to go anywhere, baby. That's what we know to be true. So looks like rosebuds, lavender, yeah, and jojoba, perhaps. I could be incorrect. So I'm going here in the neck and the chest. But anyway, it's beautiful. So, and I have all the supplies to make my own oil, so stay tuned. We're all making oil. All the healers are making oil. So I'm just kind of massaging my chest here. Again, not trying to show anything to you. I'm just showing you what I do. You can do like the top of the knuckles here. You can use your fingers. Just make sure you're not like jamming your joints. So I always kind of follow through. Also just my thumb, but probably a lot of work on my thumb. And then rolling out the chest here, and that feels awesome. Going up by the collarbone there. Just massaging and keeping everything nice and clear and open. Okay, oop, the microphone again. Sorry if they're noisy there. Okay, I feel like I'm still thirsty. Next up. Bump, bump. Oh. I think we're done. Did I got moisturizer? Oh, the essential oil. So I was like, I brought something for my hands, but I thought, oh, I have this oil for everything. So we'll put that on our hands and our nails and our fingers. The body loves to be hydrated. We can go up. And this is a robe that I love, but also is for oil. You know, it happens. So now it has like oil stains on it and stuff. It's so good. And made with love by a real medicine woman. You know, get the elbow. Go to the red light. Get the elbow. Authority. The right to control. The right to control, the right to command. To have power. To have authorization. To make law or to be an expert professional persuasion. I don't know if they said that or that was kind of what I saw. It was like your authority, like you're professional. You're professional. So commanding in hypnotherapy, we do cell command therapy. And so we're commanding and again, I'll just rub it in. Use the arm and kind of pull down. My elbow was kind of acting funny today too, so I'm just gonna give it a little rub on the hands. And you can also gua sha. You can do it. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. It actually feels kind of good. Because that forearm is a lot of work. I'm just kind of pulling that down because that's all I felt in my elbow was that my forearm was tight. So that does something. So that feels good. And, you know, just be gentle. If it feels a little dry, put a little more oil on. Do what you gotta do. Right, the carpal gets tight. So just moving that. You know, I truly don't think if we all treated our bodies like this, I wouldn't hate aging so much. Just thought, if you were like, look at this body that I care for and I love and I talk to every day and I get to touch every day and I'm in communion with. Your body has an intelligence. Sorry, but it's true. You are not your body. Your body has its own intelligence. You wear this I don't know, like spacesuit. You wear this skin. You're wearing this skin. It's like we're the robot underneath the fascial surface. AI is a mirror of us. It's just, instead of being physical like we are, it's non-physical. But it is a machine in a skin suit. You're either with me or you're not on that. Just came out. I'm not quite sure. I'm like, you're either with me or you're not on us being a matrix underneath this skin suit. And in a way, yes, very, very true. So, we'll go with it. Did I put my chapstick on? I also brought my magnesium because that's a part of the thing that we do. And I usually brush my eyebrows up with some oil too. But my brush is in my car. And that was another reason. I was like, oh, and then I'm going to have to go to my car and get my makeup bag. Guess what? I didn't. So here we are. I usually take 3 of these as recommended by my healing sister fairy. My healing fairy sister. Great, now get down to the good stuff, okay? Okay. Let's get a little hot here. A little hot. I don't know if I want to sweat, so let's just... Woo, there we go. Okay. Where we were. Testimony and a witness. If you have authority, you have testimony, you have command, you have that professional witness. You're a witness. I thought that was interesting because a witness is to be in honoring, in holding space as a witness. I've said that in healing sessions before. I said it's an honor to be a witness to your experience, to your awakening, to your expansion. And to be that for somebody, there's an authority in that. And I've definitely, and that's kind of, then you've got confidence, right? And confidence brings us back to faith. And faith is to believe in something without proof. And conviction is to have a firm belief in something with evidence. Because if you're convicted in the court of law, there's evidence. And so my teacher, she taught me to gather the evidence and collect the faith. Gather the evidence of everything working out for you, the evidence that you are a wonderful person, that you have a purpose on this planet, that you are fulfilled, that you are abundant, that you are supported, you are loved, you are significant, you are enough, you are worthy, you are deserving of, you are to allow, you have permission, you have granted access, you have been verified, you have been approved, you are worthy. I think that word goes over people's heads because we hear it so much now. So it's like to get the energetics behind the word worthy. Being worthy is a requirement. And when you're worthy of something, you're commanding it to be a requirement for you. Is it a requirement for you? Do you deserve that? Is that for you? Yes. Yes, it is. This is for me. Why? Because I've got authority. I've got authority over my decision. I've got authority over my decree, my declaration, my out loud statement, my affirmations of truth, my statements of truth, my sense of well-being, my sense of sovereignty, my sense of governing, self-governing has authority because I have the faith without the proof. I have a firm belief that I have lots of evidence, and I'm very convincing. I am very convincing. And in that convincing, I have authority because I am a professional persuader. So you are commanding, you are moving it's that manipulation, but manipulation gets such a bad rap because when people have been victimized by manipulation, their reaction has been defensive. They manipulated me. It's usually accusatory. You're giving the blame to somebody else. So being the victim is giving away your authority. When you are they hurt me, it's their fault. When you don't take responsibility, your ability to respond is reactionary. You, because of that little kink in the armor, you now have a small insecurity. That insecurity is then what is governing your personality, because you lost a little bit of authority, you lost a little bit of conviction, and you lost a little bit of faith. These things are now, they're not lost, right? Because you still believe in something, you're still convicted of other things. They have been, there's been a block, they've been removed, there is a separation from wholeness because you lost your sense of authority and faith and conviction. So you don't feel whole anymore, or maybe you never did. You did the moment of inception, and then depending on your vibrational womb space and then your holding environment, that would affect your energetic signature, because you've got kinks in your energetic armor. In this energetic armor, that's what we're in. And when there's kinks in your energetic armor, which is our emotional spectrum, where we see those kinks in the armor, we lose hope. We lose trust in others and ourselves. What provoked this conversation this evening was, I see how in hypnosis with my clients and those I've worked with and observed, when we regress back to a scene, a place, an event in time, the imprint was created by a heightened sense of emotion and an amplified thought. So if you experience a new thing comes into your reality, like all these words I can't say or I'll get flagged. Whatever your big T trauma is, okay? And then that word seems to be kind of like, oh, we've all got trauma. That's going over everyone's head too. So what I want to call trauma is where's that word? I had a word for it the other day. That trauma is it's an experience, and that experience created a reaction because we had a heightened thought and emotion that created an energetic signature in space-time, that this hurt, this was emotional, this was excitable, because it can be good stuff too. It can be great and amazing stuff, but usually people are coming to me about their problems. So, and they're presenting issues and their symptoms. So it usually is coming from a place of where this imprint was formed. And that's why I call my business Formation Energetics, is because we are taking that imprint and manipulating it, energetically realigning all the energetics around that event by taking responsibility for it. When you take responsibility and take the blame off of the horrible person, jerk face, idiot, person I loved, the a lot of it happens with parents is what the specific part I was going to get into. We regress the adult back that's coming to me for their symptoms. We regress them back to a scene, a place, an event, and time that is all to do with the root cause of why they're experiencing X, Y, Z. Fill in the blank. Whatever you're experiencing. I don't even want to give examples. You use your imagination. Why do they have this? And why do they have that? We bring it back to the scene, and the scene usually happens from that big emotion. Nope. Amplified thought and full emotion. I said it earlier. When we have that, we go back to that same sensation of when it was created, that feeling, the feeling that it was created in. What was going on in your mind? What were you seeing, hearing, feeling, and experiencing in that event that created this energetic signature? And you find that your mind created the block. Your mind put up the blind spot. Your blind pulled down the shield, or well, if we're talking about kinks in the armor, I would say you contracted to let it in. You let it in. And that feels complicated because it's like, well, I didn't mean to let it in. How did I let it in? Our minds aren't fully developed between the ages from the moment of inception, 0 to 7. We are still in a theta brainwave state that is creating we are in hypnosis. We are very easily suggestible, and we get suggested by the way of being, the other people, places, things in our holding environment are being, how they're acting, how they're reacting, how they're maybe taking responsibility. Mostly not. If you're coming, like I'm saying, if you're coming to me, you're coming to me with a problem, and we see how everybody in your holding environment wasn't, their emotional IQ was a little faulty. And I'm sure this happens to everybody. The parents, we're all human. We're all just effing each other up. But we're not. We're just, if we take responsibility for our way of being and not blame them, her, him, that situation that happened to me. That happened to me. That was a personal vendetta for me. That was, the universe was out to get me. Oh, that opens up a whole nother can of worms. I don't want to call them can of worms. That opens up a whole nother incredible book we can read. That book off the Akashic Records shelf. Well, that book about, oh, where was I going? I lost it. I guess I wasn't supposed to share about it now. Interesting. Okay, so they're like, stay on track. It's another book. You can talk about it another time. Faith, authority, and conviction. What are you going to believe in? Starts with you. What are you going to be convicted of? What's your firm belief going to be in? What are you going to stand up for? What are you going to trust in? You're going to trust yourself so you can feel yourself back into wholeness, that you were never separate from this, that, or the other thing, that you put a mental block there, a brick there that you also can remove if you get back to that same energetic signature to understand it and say, oh, that was just there to protect you. That was just there to keep you safe. Well, you're safe now. You're with me. They like to light off fireworks here. I hope that's what that was. They like to be... lost my train of thought again. Now I got a little scared. It was like, woohoo. I was like, ooh, firework, correct? correct. Understanding it, you're able to transmute it. You can alchemize it because you see so clearly that this thing happened. You created a coping mechanism. That coping mechanism allowed you to survive. It was a living in survival mode. Maybe you're not able to relax. Maybe you're unable to sleep. Can be subconscious. I mean, you have bad habits. You have addictions. You have vices. You have things you need to cling to because you don't. There's a sense of something missing. What is missing is unconditional love. What is missing is self-love. What is missing is care, gentleness, kindness, service, vibration, listening, healing, holding, nourishing, compliments, praising, belief in another, in one another. Not only believing in self, but believing in the person across from you, who you're engaging in conversation with. I also inspired to make this video. Chris Pratt on The Hollywood Reporter says Zoe Saldana is the greatest actress now and maybe of all time. There's no one else in the world like her. She is a phenomenal actress. She deserves all her awards and accolades. She is pure gold. She is a fantastic mother, wife, and friend, and she deserves all the success. I believe that I am watching my sister just win the Oscar, hopefully, because the Oscars are 2 days away. It's Friday, so they'll be Sunday. I posted it. I was like, thank you, King. Thank you. That is all we need. Just a little bit of love from others. And that's also not all of it. Like, you got to love yourself so you can get there, so that others love you, so that others believe in you. You got to give them something to believe in. You got to take that inspired action to give people a reason to believe in you. And then that reason to believe in you is their own confidence, conviction, and authority. Oh, so there's a little something flying around. If we can go back to that regression, what I see most common is that when we are all beings, we're children, there was a break when we lost respect or reverence, a sense of reverence for our parents. So, yes, when you are put on this planet, your parents are the first people you see, and like, they are it. Wow, it's you? You're my person? You're my people? Wow. You are godly like, you are angelic, you are amazing, you can't do anything wrong. You are just pure divine light. You are so precious. You are so perfect. You are it. And parents think the same thing about their baby. You pick them up, you coddle them, you love them, you make silly little voices and tell them how cute they are. And then you say, so big, oh, blesses. How was your day today? Do you like it? What are you thinking? What do you think? What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Oh, does someone have a poopy diaper? Someone has a poopy diaper? Who's got a poopy diaper? Raspberry. And then that affection disappears. It slowly gets... I'm not saying I want someone to give me I want someone to give me a raspberry on my belly, but I don't need to be given raspberries through my adolescence by, the neighbor when they're coming over to meet the baby, whatever. So I don't need my parents blowing on my belly either. Like, yeah, we don't need that. But it's that positive reinforcement that we get a separation from. We lose that praise. We lose that sign of affection. We lose that sign of admiration, that sign of belief that someone is adoring you, loving you, supporting you, guiding you, holding you. Your parents may have revoked those permissions, those roles, but God didn't. And if you're God, we're talking about believing in something without proof. If you're the part of the energetic field around you, if you are this divine, what did I decide to call it? If you are this divine, then you are God. You were created here to be a channel, be a vessel through the energetic frequencies, the energetic realms, to move through, to receive wisdom, information, channels, downloads, transmissions, these things. Because we listen, we sit and we listen. And you can sit and you can listen. And it's in those moments when you find your faith and you find your authority and you find your inner conviction, because you're worth it. Because you were put on this planet because you are worthy. You were put in this time-space continuum, in this beautiful little package that's encapsulating the matrix. This is the inner matrix. So within as without. And what do we know to be whole? Earth. And then what's Earth floating in? Space. What is Earth? Body. Body is Earth. I'm not telling you anything that hasn't been said before. I'm just saying it in a fresh way. Saying it in a way that took me a long time to comprehend, to distill and embody. Still a practice every day. Every day I want to convince myself that I don't need to journal or read a book or make a video. Every day. Hopefully not always. I'll get in the habit of it. I'll make it more familiar. And then that won't be the case. Then I'll just be like, this is what I do. This is it. Because I have faith, authority, conviction. And guess what? You can collapse time by just having faith, authority, and conviction right now, in this moment, the here and the now, that abracadabra, as you sow, you shall reap the rewards, the affluence, the abundance, the prosperity, the joy, the bliss, the love, the imaginings, the dreams, the vortex. Abraham Hicks. Great. I believe it. Now can we embody it? I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. A woo woo. A woo woo. To do this, you'll have to be delusional about a few things. Just a few. You might have to be delusional about the way your body looks right now. Just be like, I think I'm hot. But you're going to still maybe pop on the scale. You're going to still be mindful of what you're eating. You're going to still exercise. You're going to still keep a positive outlook, a positive perspective, so that you feel better. And when you start to feel better, you look better and you act better and you make better choices and you make better decisions because you don't feel like garbage. You're not going to eat garbage. Brilliant. I know. Again, just the vessel here. Just a vessel. Well, Ashley says this a lot too. So, but again, the student and the master. It's beautiful, this life that we're living, that we get the opportunity to live. Get out your journals. Should we just do it now? Should this be a group activity? Okay. If we are writing our journaling prompts and we have faith, authority, and conviction, what are we going to have faith, authority, and conviction over? That I am a self-governing human being, or being, or whatever you, goddess, whatever you want. I'm self-governing. I am granted permission to be here by my faith in oneself. As fill in the blank. Source, universe, great spirit, Holy Spirit, God, goddess, priestess, empress, emperor, whatever you are, whatever you identify as. Not going there. I am self-governing. I am granted permission to be here by my faith in oneself as all that is. All that is. The highest vibration of light. Put a little heart as a period. It's kind of my thing. I don't really dot my I's with hearts, but I put a little heart as periods. The highest vibration of light. Great. Now, that's kind of having the faith in this, in the oneself, proof, something without proof, like the firm belief that I am convinced that firm belief that I am convinced. No, that's too many that's. Firm belief that I am convinced of my conviction. So you can freestyle here, because I like I said, I like the word convincing as for conviction, because conviction always kind of felt flat for me. I just was like, conviction, you did something wrong in court. But convincing is something different. If you're convincing with evidence, you are gathering the evidence and keeping the faith. Okay, I am convinced of my evidence of greatness. This our ability. Oh, my evidence of greatness. Knowing my, we can use the word trust. Knowing's good too. Knowing my ability. Knowing my success is inevitable. Knowing my success is inevitable. Yes, I still spell things out. Okay? Or sound them out to spell them. We all spell things out. One more. Oh, it's not going to fit on the page. Or is it? Let's see. Authority, the right to control, command, power, authorization to make law, to be an expert, professional persuasion, commanding, testimony, and witness. And it's a little weird, but you can create your own. I have the right to authorize command, power. I have the right to authorize my power. I have a right to authorize my power. So I think direct, command, and compel, those were very much the words of my teachers. So I want to use different ones that are more, that feel rooted for me. So directing by design. Is this fun? You're enjoying this? Let me know. I could probably cut this too. To energize, influence, or amplify. I think to influence my electromagnetic signature. I am self-governing. That one was our first one. Then we wrote this. I am granted permission to be here by my faith in oneself as all that is, the highest vibration of light. I have a firm belief that I am convinced of my evidence of greatness, knowing my success is inevitable. I have the right to authorize my power to influence my electromagnetic signature for full potential and possibility.
Yeah. Amen.
Aho. Okay, we did it. It is 11:05 or something. Looks like a little after 11. It's time to go to bed. Thank you so much for joining me on this another lovely adventure. Okay. Ciao for now. Oh, let's take a breath. Okay. And just let it go. Ha. You can, do that to your lips because it's good for your lymphatic system. I'm just making shit up now. Okay. Inhale. From your root. From your perineum. Mula bandha, if you speak that language. Lift from the pelvic floor like you're drawing up a silk handkerchief up into behind the belly button. Just draw that in up underneath the sternum. The xiphoid process. Thank you. Holding, pull it up under the ribs to the collarbones. All the way up to the crown of the head. Hold it. And squeeze. You're flushing the energy around the spine, so you're squeezing the spine. Then you're going to relax the shoulders. I'm only holding this because I'm still trying to squeeze without losing air because I'm talking. Okay. And exhale. That didn't feel super great for me because I did lose air while I was talking, so I can usually hold it a little longer, but not today. Okay. Up, take one last sip of air. When you think you can't hold it anymore or take any more sips, sip one more. Hold it, and I'm not going to talk. And exhale. So you notice you can still hold your breath and relax your body. And I like to either pull the navel in or think about squeezing around the vertebrae. And then you relax everything. Yeah, again, we're good. Shrug the shoulder, tip the ears, roll them down the back. And we'll just thank you to Great Spirit, to our ascended masters and guides who joined us in this beautiful creation of this video. We are so grateful to all that is. And thank you. Again, infinite gratitude. And may we all live with faith, authority, and conviction. That surprised me too. May you be at peace, may you be whole, and may you come back for more.